immigration reform with a clear path to citizenship for us and our families, we will be watching, and we are determined to protect what we have already won. My family and I have waited for 13 years, and we cannot wait any longer. There is a dire need to finally fix our country's broken immigration system, and the time is now. As a Marylander, I've always said, I'm thankful for living in such an immigrant-friendly state. Yet just this month, an honest, hard-working single father was pulled over for missing a screw on his license plate and was detained by Immigration Customs Enforcement. Noe Manrique Parra is a father to 5-year-old Anita, a U.S. citizen, and there's no reason that this little girl should have to count down the days she has left with her father.
That's right.
I call on Congress to finally deliver this comprehensive immigration reform bill, which is at long last within arm's reach. Thank you very much, and let's fight the good fight.
Thank you, Ray. And now we'll have Lorella Praeli, our United We Dreams Advocacy and Policy Director, who's going to break down for us United We Dreams reaction for this immigration reform proposal.
I feel like my job is so often really into the week of policy that I owe it to myself and to my family to really start by sharing what this moment means for me. And I woke up feeling like my heart is just on fire today. And I woke up remembering why I'm in this fight and remembering what my mother sacrificed for me to be here today, to have this job, and to be able to serve my community in this way. And so I'm not supposed to cry. I'm supposed to stand here and talk about the power that we built. And it's hard to talk about the power that we built without remembering the pain that our community is going through as we do this press conference. So I think it's first important to remember every single person that is undergoing a deportation right now, every single family member that is feeling that pain oh so deeply. And so I think our call is for Congress to move on this and to move on this quickly. Our call is for President Obama to use his authority as President of the United States to stop deporting families. We are working on an immigration reform bill that's going to potentially put 11 million people on a pathway to citizenship, and we're still breaking families apart as we speak. So that said, because I think it's important to ground ourselves in the story and to ground ourselves in the reality and what our families are going through right now, I think we also have to celebrate and to acknowledge that what we have gotten in this bill, the good stuff in this bill, has come because of the power, the organizing, and the storytelling that our movement has done. That is a 5-year pathway to citizenship for Dreamers. That is a pathway to citizenship that serves Dreamers who entered this country before the age of 16, and a pathway to citizenship for Dreamers who entered this country before December 31st, 2011. We also fought tirelessly for Dreamers who are over the age of 30 to qualify, and some of them are here today. That means that there is no age cap on DREAM. That is the strongest version of the DREAM Act that we have ever seen. The Dreamers who receive DACA, that's almost 500,000 of them, will be grandfathered into this provisional status. The Dreamers who have been deported because of the president enforcement priorities will be able to come back. Provision that would also repeal Section 505. This is a section in immigration law that bans states from providing Dreamers in-state tuition rates. We will continue to fight because 13 years is too much for our parents. We will continue to fight because work requirements have to be sure to meet the reality of our community and to not disqualify people. We will continue to fight to make sure that our LGBT brothers and sisters are recognized and are not left out in this fight. And we will continue to fight to push this to the finish line. Friends, this is only the beginning. We just now have a bill text. We've been talking and hypothesizing and trying to figure out what the scenarios are going to be. We have a real bill now. Our fight is now to protect the good stuff, to push back against all of the bad stuff, and to make sure that this is a fight about the dignity of our families and our communities. And that if it's not grounded in that, then we make sure we push back and hold people accountable. Because we are not talking about policy here. It's not just about policy. This is a fight, the fight of our lives. It's a fight about our families. And we will make sure that people in Congress hear that the President of the United States hears that, so that our families are not compromised here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lorela. And so that was a call to action, because if you think that there's an immigration reform that we're gonna sit back, that's wrong. The fight starts, we're ramping up, and we're gonna be engaging our community in the undocu forums all across the country to talk to our community about what the immigration proposal is about, how we need to continue to fight, and also follow us online. We're on Undocu Hero campaign. Let's protect our pathway to citizenship. Let's make sure that we continue fighting to make this bill better. Thank you so much for coming. We're now available for individual interviews or questions that we may have for any of the speakers that you may want to reach out to. 11 million!
Dreams!
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 Guys, can we do it with the signs up?
Looking good, looking good. Jennifer, you're not a worker now. Oh, now you are. All right. All ready?
Okay, how's it going? Okay, Ray, can I have your
Oh, sorry.
That was probably my
Your
hand.
hands right there. Sorry.